Hello, Judy from Thistledew Creations. I'm just finishing up the video where I made these little 3-layer butterflies, flutterbys. And I was going to put the extras away, and I found this box that I had already started with snowflakes and flowers. And so I thought I would just condense a little bit and make room for some butterflies. They may end up with their own box, but I'm just trying not to have so many categories. You can see I've got them sort of sorted by color, which will be handy when I go to layer them, like I said I was going to do. I'll just move these ones in here. And I had already put hearts in here, so I'll add these little hearts. And those will just be nice just to glue on anywhere. I should almost keep some out for when I'm doing ATCs, just as a little, because you always need little things when you're making ATCs. And again, I could probably at some point make a box just of hearts and a box just of butterflies to have them sorted by color. But for right now, when I don't have very many, I'm going to do this, and then if I can keep using them up before I make too many, which is really the goal, right? Then I won't need to make another box. But if it gets to the point where I have so many hearts and I'm not using them because I can't find the one I want when I need it, then I'll make a box with just hearts. But for right now, they'll all fit in here. So I'm just going to do this. I'll put the plain paper bag ones there. And then some music and book page. And then colorful. And silver will have its own section, because I think I'm always on the lookout for pretty silver papers. Although usually I've been putting them into my die cutting and embossing box to use that way. But those were just little strips that I cut up. They were the bands out of the inside of a greeting card envelope, where it sometimes has a little metallic accent, and I saved them. So just get these to lay flat so that I can get more in. And I do have some map ones too. And so these will make their way into Happy Mail. That's the idea. Some of the glued up ones and possibly some of the plain ones, single ones, if I end up with an abundance. I'll put them in little packets and pockets and envelopes and send them along as Happy Mail. I certainly could be doing that with some of these. I've got lots. But I was trying to get myself some snowflakes ready for next year. So it was a time I was just punching whenever I had little bits of paper left over, I was punching. And then I even saved some of these where it's punched out of, just to have maybe for stenciling or something. But see, that when I do this kind of thing, then I will go back and punch some hearts. And use up that paper. And it's fine as long as you have somewhere to put it that you'll be able to find it when you need it. And this is kind of decimating this paper, but that's okay. Once it's all used up to the point where I don't have a punch small enough to make it useful, then I'll toss it. But, you know, if I just consider this scrap and put it in the garbage, I wouldn't have those, how many? 3, 5, 6, 7 so far out of this piece, and I can get another one right here, I think. The hardest part when you're doing this is sometimes holding on to it. And I don't have any punches smaller than this, I don't think. So, and if I have time, I would just do it then, but these ones I probably was in a hurry to clean up, so I didn't punch them, but can just do it right over your box that you want to put it in. Sometimes I'll just have some, if I'm in my hammock, I'm practically laying down, well I am, with my feet up in the air. I'll use something like this on my chest or on my belly and just punch and let them land in there. And that works pretty well. I have like boxes like that, which is like the bottom of a greeting card box, or the little plastic meat trays. Here's one that I have with a project waiting to be done. So it's one of the trays that I've been buying meats in. They're not coming on styrofoam anymore. They're coming on these pretty strong, thick, clear plastic. So I take and clean them with alcohol. I have an alcohol, and it's one of those Dawn Power Wash bottles, and when it was finished, I refilled it with Dawn, alcohol, and water. And it foams just like the Dawn Power Wash does, but it has a stronger alcohol scent to it. So I like that because you really know that you're getting something clean when you clean it with alcohol. So I do like doing that. And sometimes I'll even go in and do like just the top half of the heart, because then what you can do is you can layer that over top of a different color of heart and get yourself a two-tone heart. Like that. Oh, and see, that one didn't quite get rounded at the top, so that hides that fact too. So those can be cute little two-tone hearts as well. So that even uses more little bits. In fact, I would probably start a different pocket for that. Try not to put those, like that's all that's getting thrown away, you know. It's so much easier to not feel bad about throwing it away when you're using so much of it. I mean, most people wouldn't even be concerned about throwing one of these away. But it's not that I can't afford to throw it away. It's just thrilling to use so much of it. That was a full heart. Now this box that I'm using has labels inside each container, and it's someone else's labels for some gemstone beads. It's not even mine. I'm a bead-aholic, but it's a box that I picked up at a thrift store, and it didn't have the beads in it. So that's just a little storage tip. These nice big ones are great. I've got about 3 or 4 different sizes of bead boxes, I call them. But of course I'm storing other things besides beads in them. I could do a half heart the other way too, if I could get the paper in there, like vertically. Let me try it down here. Yeah, can get, if I line up, you can get like, it's almost like a teardrop, but it's a half a heart. It's just trickier to get the paper in there and hold on to it once it's all in fragments. So if you have some punches and you haven't used them much, get them out and have some fun with layering them. I really like, it's easy. It's very easy to do, and you are creating something pretty that when someone opens up a little envelope in their Happy Mail and they see all these little butterflies, it just makes people smile. So I like that. I'm gonna have to find a bigger heart punch too. I think I don't have a big one, but I do have some die cuts, which I need to get that out and play with it too, because that is fun. try some of the tricks that I've been watching on YouTube. So there, that's what I'm throwing away instead of, you know, the bigger bunch of scrap like that one. So I just thought I would share that before I put them away for a while. There's some more colorful ones. And I'm going to keep these ones out and put them into Happy Mail. So if you're in Junk Journal Junkies Canada, I'm working through their list right now. Some of you have already received your Happy Mail from me. And if you're on the list, if you were on the list a month ago when I printed the list, then you probably will be getting a package from me. So watch for that. It's so much fun to get Happy Mail. And what have I got here? Oh, a little pair of earrings. If you're in Canada, you might get earrings too, because it doesn't matter too much if you bulk up your envelope. Going into the States, it's harder to send, especially stud earrings, because they'll make you pay for a package instead of a letter. So that's that, and I've got it labeled punch flowers and snowflakes, but I'll add punched hearts and butterflies over on this side so I can find them when I want them. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, but most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.